I forget to finish anime shows a lot. Not sure if that's a common problem. Every season, I'll start up several new series and watch them as they air. Then, somewhere along the line, I forget to continue one of them. I got 2 episodes into I've been killing slimes for 300 years and maxed out my level, and never got any further. The only reason I rediscovered it was because I was trying to find the latest season of that time I got reincarnated as a slime on Mal and clicked on the wrong result. The same happened with the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting, and Liar Liar, and No Gun's Life, which has a literal smoking gun as its lead character. How could I lose track of that? I got 2 episodes into Season 2 of The Promised Neverland, and remember having to take a break from it before continuing. The new season wasn't what I'd expected after the masterpiece that was Season 1. Now I'm realizing that's as far as I got. Might be time to pick that back up. I'm sure it's fine. And it's not just anime shows that aren't as hyped or well received. While looking back through my anime list records, I realized I forgot to continue last year's Heavenly Delusion. That was one of those series that I watched 1 episode of, loved it, and decided to wait till the whole thing was out so I could binge it. I seem to have spaced out on doing that. I didn't even finish To Your Eternity. Apparently I watched 13 episodes, then took a 3-year break from it, as one does. I'd make the excuse that I've watched over 300 anime shows according to my Mal account, but the fact that I use this site all the time, and haven't been checking to see which series I haven't finished, is hard to explain. Especially after watching all but the last episode of Season 2 of Konosuba a few years back, then making a video complaining about how it didn't feel complete. It didn't feel like a full story, because I forgot to finish it. I assumed the show was subverting my expectations of a traditional narrative by abruptly ending. If anyone came across that unfortunate critique back in the day, I apologize. Not one of my better works, though it wasn't my worst either. I have a very spotty track record. Also, is 76.15 days of watch time considered a lot? I'm curious what other anime fans clock in at. It doesn't help that so many anime never finish their stories, so having incomplete memories of shows in my mind is pretty typical. A forgotten anime is less likely to stand out in a sea of cancelled projects. According to a random post on Quora.com, less than 5% of anime get renewed for a second season. The author gives no sources, but it's hard not to trust a guy who claims 30+ years of anime watching experience. Certainly some of these were always intended as one-off series, but I doubt that's the case with most of them. Frankly, given these numbers, it's a miracle that I haven't forgotten about more shows I'm watching. I should be proud of myself. That's basically all I've got to say here. I feel like I had more planned, but I've forgotten what it was. Very typical of me. I've been told that memories are most strongly tied to emotions, which might explain why I remember almost nothing prior to high school. I have the emotional range of a pencil. Actually, I also barely remember high school. Pretty sure I graduated, but I don't have a diploma, just the frame, which seems very odd. Anyway, I'm curious if anyone else spaces out on shows and realizes months or years later that they never finished them. It's by no means a serious topic, but it is the random thought I had for today. There are just too many new anime each season to choose from. I'll start up half a dozen or more and finish about that many. Might help if I used concrete numbers here. Estimates aren't very helpful. They just tell me I'm forgetting to finish between 0 and 2 new anime shows per season. Those are very different things. I'll probably have to start checking my Mal records more often. I've just historically assumed I'd remember something as basic as whether or not I finished a particular show. Seems I've been overestimating my ability to do that. I'm sure that's relatable to everyone. Or maybe it's not. Until next time, peace.